Brittany. Y'all, it's time to have a serious conversation about what's really going on with Britteny Griner and her situation. But before we get into this video tonight, I need you to do 3 simple things. Like, share, and leave a comment. And if you're watching on YouTube, you need to hit that notification bell and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get it. Born on October 18, 1990, the 6'9" WNBA star is facing 9 years in a Russian jail. Now that's a pretty long walk, even for someone who wears a size 17 shoe. For less than 1 gram of cannabis oil in a vape cartridge, she was charged with smuggling drugs into Russia. Now that's the equivalent of something that cost in the range of $10 to $20 in America. This lady was given 9 years for. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not an advocate for drug use, but this seems like way more than overkill. This seems like somebody has a point to prove. Now let's get into this. This is not about Brittany. Brittany is what you call a political pawn. We're gonna come back to that. Just remember that word, political pawn. See, you gotta understand a couple of things about America. America is the land of bullies. America is greedy. America is spoiled. Other countries do not like America for these 3 reasons: that they are bullies, they're greedy, and they are spoiled. Not to mention nosy. America is always poking their nose in other people's business. And America would like you to believe that they're big-hearted. They love to help and protect other people. But really, what America is are bullies. They don't help anyone that they don't have a vested interest in. America will never interfere in any interaction unless they have some sort of interest, something to gain. You understand what I'm saying? And see, America has always operated off of being a bully, off of pushing their weight around, being very arrogant and cocky. I'm setting y'all up for something. So you got to understand, America has one of the best, if not the best, military in the world. You got to understand this. No other military can compete with America's military one-on-one. But what happens when a lot of them get pissed off at the same time? What happens when they figure out that if they gang up on the New Babylon, what happens when they get the upper leg on the bully? You see, there's a difference between fear and respect. If you don't know the difference between fear and respect, I'm going to tell you. You see, respect will cause a person that even if they can defeat you, because they respect you, they will never try you. They will never test you. They will stand down because they have respect for you. But when a person fears you, they will eventually rise up against you and get the nerve to challenge you. You can only make a person fear you for so long before they become so scared that they want to attack you. America has always operated off the bully fear principle. And this is important for many reasons. Because Britteny Griner is an American star. She's not just an average person, but what is she really worth? You see, they tried to send lawyers. They tried throwing money, set the bond, we'll pay it. They tried to send ambassadors. They had superstars throw their weight around, Oprah Winfrey to name a few. But none of these tactics are going to work with Russia. Russia put its foot down. Russia had a point to prove. Now understand that I just told you, America has always operated off the bully arrogance principle. Money means nothing to America. After all, we're trillions of dollars in debt. See, America has never taken anything the fair way. We're known for coming in and taking what we want by force, by bloodshed. When you don't give us what we want, we'll take it. You see, the only reason America is even making a big deal about Britteny Griner is because of the public outcry and uproar. This woman has been in captivity and holding since February of this year. She sat there for 6 months before she even went to trial. Americans had to make a big enough outcry for the government to even care. Britteny Griner is not a big enough asset for them to bully Russia about. Keep that in mind. If it had been LeBron James, if it had been a senator, if it had been somebody who is worth something to America, then they would be forced to play their trump card, which is the bully card. There have been tensions brewing between Russia and America since 2014. Let me say escalating tensions, because if y'all don't know, I've been overseas before. Overseas people cannot stand America. They feel like we are greedy, lazy, and entitled. They feel like we're selfish, idolaters, and people who have no kind of integrity. When I spent time in Africa, they would be mad at me. And I thought I could go there and it'd be all good. After all, look at the skin tone. But they feel like I am an American, and we waste more than they have in a day. We waste more in one day than they have in a lifetime sometimes. They look at us as spoiled and entitled. Now, Russia has a leg up on the bully. They have a person. They just don't have the right person. Here's a message that I want to say to Britteny. If you're listening, if you can hear this. The only person that can save Britteny is God, in more than one way. The only person that can set Britteny Griner free is God. Now, America has tried money. They tried to bully. They tried their fame. None of that seems to impress Russia. But nobody wants to humble themselves and go be humble to Russia and give God. You want to try everything but God. Now, the upside for Britteny Griner is she's about 31, 32, give or take. 9 years, she'll come home and she'll be looked at as a hero. Now, nobody wants to hear that in the grand scheme of things when this young woman in the prime of her life is about to lose her career. She got to say goodbye to her family and all of these beautiful things that she knows to be freedom. Nobody wants to hear that part. Nobody wants to hear about a consolation prize. But if I can say any bright side, Britteny, you're in a position where you have nobody to lean on but God. I heard that you had an addiction to marijuana. You won't be able to get marijuana in their prison. You have to lean on the God that's been with you from birth. See, if she was an American penitentiary system, she would still be able to get a hold to some weed. Trust me, I was a correctional officer. It's circulating. But she's in a position where her fame doesn't matter, her money doesn't matter, her mom doesn't matter, her dad's outcries don't matter. None of it matters. She's got to talk to God. And if America really wanted to free her, they would do what it takes to free her. She's not worth anything to America. It's sad, but it's true. Like I said, let it have been LeBron James. He would be home today. Trust me. Let it have been a senator. They would be home today at all costs. So when we talk about Britteny Griner, you got to remember she's a political pawn. Depending on how much she's worth is how soon she's going to be able to come home. So I told you my part on it. I told you my piece on it. I'd like you to share, leave a comment, like the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I want to hear what you got to say.